we're also going to be witnessing these wonderful people with us right here on the stage. So without taking much of your time, may I please invite on stage Mr. Asif Bhamla, Chairman and founder of the Bhamla Foundation, a non-government organization that works relentlessly towards environment conservation. He's an environmentalist, a philanthropist, a politician. Please welcome Mr. Asif Bhamla.
In decent companies, I abstain from saying I'm a politician, actually. Anyways, so it's so fabulous to be here with all my very dear and near friends. This is the same team. We are back. Shaan, Swanan, and Shiamak. Actually, all S's, yeah. I never knew this. It's very random, actually. And then now we have the E factor also. We have Esha also, because she is the face of the interactive video for this beautiful campaign. We have Burgess from Godrej, who is very supportive. He comes from a very renowned corporate house and who believes in the cause, who believes in sustainability and is a passionate environmentalist. Neeraj Roy, the head of Hungama, has always created Hungama with us, and I think this combination is now so lethal, and I'm so happy with Esha joining this combination. This will make it much more, taking us one more step ahead. Though the song has also many big names, you're all aware. It's opened by Alia Bhatt, and in between you have number of renowned stars, producer. We have got, for a change, Guneet Monga, who's an Oscar award nominee. She's part of the song. We have Ricky Cage, who's a 3-time Grammy Award winner. Then we've got Vidya Balan. We've got we've got Arman Malik. So there's so many elements who have been part of the song, and it's come out so beautifully. I mean, the first version of this was exceptionally well taken because it was unveiled. We are lucky, Neeraj, that the first one was unveiled by the Honorable Prime Minister in New Delhi. This was about 6 years back, was it? I think, yeah, 6 years back. And now again, since the theme has come back to plastic pollution, so we continue with 2O Tik Tik plastic, and I'm sure this time also going to create a day because convincing Gulzar Sahab was like a very big challenge. He's he's such a visionary, and Swanan ji is aware about it. और जब मैंने कहा उन्हें तो स्वानंद जी ने भी थोड़ा सा उन्हें भी शौक लगा कि आसिफ ये कैसे कर गया है. तो मैंने कहा मैं इन सब लोगों का नाम यूज करके कि भाई ये भी है, मैंने इनसे आग्रह किया कि आप भी इसमें सहभाग हो. And environment has been a forte, like she mentioned. We've been here, our foundations now, by the grace of God, 25 years. We've been consistently working. I have a team, of course, which leads that, जैसे हमने कहा कि चले थे हम अकेले और सारे मिल गए, इतना बड़ा कारवां बन गया, इतना बड़ा परिवार बन गया हमारा कि हर राज्य में हमारे पर्यावरण प्रेम करने वाले इको चैम्प्स, यंगस्टर्स, मिलेनियल्स, ये सारे इकट्ठा होकर एक इतना बड़ा एक एसोसिएशन हो गया. एक that I have no words. We did the beach, we have the beach cleanups, the mangrove cleanups. These are all the segregation of garbage, the biogas plant. So they're all various verticals of the foundation which have been happening, and all of them have been a witness to it from so many years. With my team, I would like to start with, of course, Romanchak. I'd like you all to give him a very big hand. Romanchak Arora, he's not here. वो जब वो eyeballs और credibility की बात लेने की आती तो वो खुद ही छुप जाता है. So he's anyways in his hiding. But a very big hand to Romanchak Arora for curating this campaign. And of course, my CEO Mehraj Hussain is here. Very big hand for applaud for him. We have Bhavin, who has done a fabulous job in curating this whole technically. He's lost a lot of hairs, from the time we started off, because we've been on him all the time. I have my lovely daughter, Seher, who's also the brand ambassador he works with the United Nations Environment Program. So it's all been a very, very fabulous team of the young, the experienced, the technocrats. It's a fabulous combination, and I'm grateful to God that ये इतने अच्छे काम के लिए उन्होंने मुझे चुना है, and I just hope that I'm able to take this mission forward too. We are thankful that the Honorable Prime Minister made a mention of our beach cleanup drive in his Mann Ki Baat. So that's something which is, which makes us feel proud. He's tweeted the work that we have done. In fact, शहर का जो Dal Lake का cleaning था, it got the imagination of the Honorable Prime Minister. So ये सारी चीजें जो हमें थोड़ा सा, this is just to give us more encouragement to work more towards this. And we are happy that we have a Prime Minister who's so passionate on environment. When he talks from the Red Fort, he speaks on climate change, he speaks on climate change mitigation, he speaks on sustainability. So that is one common agenda globally with all countries and all leaders also. And I'm thankful that we're all here. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you so much. I'd like to also invite on stage Mr. Burgess Godrej. Please welcome him, the Executive Director of Godrej Agrovet, Mr. Burgess. Godrej is a passionate advocate for sustainability, guys. With his extensive expertise and leadership, he plays a pivotal role in driving sustainable initiatives within the organization. Now, that is something that we definitely need. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's really a great pleasure to be here. We're all gathered here with a lot of enthusiasm to celebrate the launch of the Tik Tik Plastic 2.0 anthem. This is a musical initiative aimed at combating plastic pollution, collaboration between Godrej Industries, Bhamla Foundation and Hangama Music to really highlight our shared commitment to raising awareness about this very important and very urgent environmental issue. So I just state some facts from OECD's Plastic Outlooks report. It's not too long, I don't want to bore you too much. But plastic consumption has quadrupled over the past 30 years, driven by growth in emerging markets like India. So global plastics production has doubled from 2000 to 2019. It's now at 460 million tons. And plastics accounts for about 4% of all greenhouse gas emissions. So plastic waste generation has more than doubled. 2/3 of plastic waste comes from plastic with lifetimes of under 5 years, 40% from packaging, 12% from consumer goods, 11% from clothing and textiles. So we really need to work together to improve circularity on this. So an international approach to waste management should lead to more financing, development aid, mobilized to help low and middle income countries meet the estimated costs of 25 billion euro a year to improve waste management infrastructure. And you're getting support from so many esteemed institutions. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in India. India is hosting the G20 this year, so it's a great platform to spread awareness about this. And the UNEP, UN Environment Program. So our collective efforts will have a profound impact and pave the way for a plastic-free future. So at Godrej, we're very deeply committed to reducing waste across all our plants, offices, products and supply chains. We adhere to Indian extended producer responsibility laws and we collect back all the plastic waste we generate. However, we go beyond whatever is required for compliance and we collaborate with civic agencies, social enterprises and citizens groups to promote reuse and recycling. We've set very ambitious goals to decarbonize. We become net zero for scope 1 and 2 emissions by 2035, we will be, aligning with the global science-based targets initiatives. And we have recycled over 24,000 metric tons of post-consumer plastics. We send approximately 38,000 metric tons of waste from our plants for recycling, and around 1/5 of that is plastic waste. Thank you. We want to inspire more companies to do this and follow in our footsteps. Through our CSR projects, we made a significant impact in waste diversion and recycling, and we're exploring alternate packaging materials like bioplastics. What can we do with that? How can we make them more heat stable, for example? Increasing the use of post-consumer recycled plastic to reduce our reliance on virgin plastic. Furthermore, our employees are actively participating in many volunteering initiatives like the Global Godrej Volunteering Day, and we're doing environmental awareness campaigns, tree planting activities, cleanliness drives, many different activities. So on this World Environment Day coming up on 5th June, we urge everyone to join us in this movement. Let's use plastics responsibly, let's recycle appropriately, and let's support sustainable initiatives like this one undertaken by the Bhamla Foundation. Together, all of us working together, we can create a better future for our planet. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that thoughtful message. And इसी के साथ अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगी 3 ऐसे लोगों को एक साथ who have been such important people for not just giving us a message but giving us a message through music, through lyrics and through a lot of dance. So please welcome the ever smiling Shaan, the wonderful Thikre and Shiamak Davar. Please all together. आइए.
थोड़ा स्पेस मिला हमको बोलने मैं डालेंगे ना कम I don't know the man of words actually
The man of few words first. Let's
actually you should
dance is going to happen now, but before that, okay, please welcome Esha Deol, guys, ladies and gentlemen.
Acha, she will murder everyone if you call her Isha. It's apparently Esha.
Esha Deol.
And she gave me a lovely little joke today. She says, you know, I'm called Ed. But now no one wants to call me Ed.
So that we remember this, I want all of you on the count of 1, 2 and 3 to say Esha, okay? Yeah, ready? 1, 2 and 3. Esha! Now we'll never forget. Never. So मैं पहले पूछना चाहूँगी स्वानंद जी आपसे ही शुरू करते हैं. Tell us, this was Tik Tik Plastic 2.0. हम इसे
2.0 जो भी है वो शान का है बाकी सब 6 साल पुराना ही है nothing has changed so the song हमने 6 साल पहले किया था
मतलब गाने को भी रिसाइकलिंग पे
और उसमें बहुत सारा शान ने लिखा था so but yeah मैं हर साल आसिफ भाई के साथ और नीरज सर के साथ काम करने को मिलता है मजा आता है अभी एक ईयरली इवेंट दिस हैज बिकम एंड जिस पैशन के साथ ये काम होता है हर साल इट्स अमेजिंग सो थैंक यू सो मच
That's wonderful. Shaan, please बताएं how was your experience with this?
मुझे लगता है शान के कुछ लाइंस ने खास पसंद नहीं आ रहा इसलिए म्यूजिक पर डाल दिए और कुछ इन्होंने लिखा था
कौन से थे वो लाइन्स?
पता नहीं पूरा तो एक्चुअली पहले वो लिखते हैं फिर उस पर कॉम्पोजिशन होती है ऐसे ही हुआ है सो फार बट एक्चुअली इवन दिस टाइम वी हैव प्लान्ड अ होल न्यू सॉन्ग कीपिंग द हुक द सेम वी हैव प्लान्ड न्यू वर्ड्स वेयर वी टॉक मोर अबाउट द सॉल्यूशन क्लासिक सॉल्यूशन देन द सिचुएशन लेकिन तो कुछ नए प्लान्स बने बोले क्योंकि गाना ऑलरेडी काफी कैची हो चुका था इन स्कूल्स में लोग सब
आकर सुनाइए मुंह की बात कह रहे आपने नीरज जी
मेन लाइन जो शामा की लाइन है इसमें वही हुआ है इस गाने के साथ भी Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle गाने के साथ भी हम लोग ने रिसाइकिल किया ये रिवाज है प्लास्टिक वाले स्माइल सारे छोड़कर आओ खुल के मुस्कुराए रे टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए टिक 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 एवरीबॉडी टिक टिक कसम ये खाए रे टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे
That was wonderful. क्या बात है? No, we are all going to dance with Shiamak Davar for sure, but I'd like to ask Esha Deol. Oh wow, 5 points for that. Thank you. How was it taking the lead on an interactive video and being a part of such an important project?
You know, I think the Bhamla Foundation has existed for more than 25 years. We've all watched them very closely. And today I feel, you know, we are not just pretty faces. We have a purpose behind that as well. And with this face, if I'm able to give out a wonderful message, you know, about plastic pollution and the various, you know, subjects he takes upon to save our environment, why not? Also being a parent today, it's my responsibility. And I think it's so lovely that they've come up with such a catchy song because I can see my girls singing and dancing to it, and through it they're going to learn so much more. I think it's a wonderful approach, and I'm really, you know, grateful and honored to be part of this movement. So my best wishes, and you always have my support. Thank you.
May I also add that Esha was leading the interactive videos, and we've got a video that we'd love for everyone to see on what Esha had to say. If you could just see the video, please. Esha, thank you so much for that message.
Thank you.
आइए शान सोनन जी कहाँ चले गए आप? अब तो मेन है क्योंकि अब तो Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please give it up for the man who's made us dance to his wonderful choreographies for years and years together. I don't know, हम में से कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके summer vacations में इनके camps होते थे और हम उसको उसमें जाते थे. We would love to go. So please put your hands together for Shiamak Davar.
Thank you.
How was your experience in being part of such a wonderful initiative?
You know, Mr. Bhamla has been my friend for, I think it must be 30 years. At least 30 years, Bandra, hanging out. Then one day he said, I'm doing this whole thing on plastic. I said,
Shiamak was 6.
no, I know age, but what to do now? I'm still beautiful, so it's okay. So, my darling, thank you. So, you know, when he came up to me and said this plastic thing, I said, what plastic? I have no idea what you're talking about. And they said, you know, this and that. And I said, oh, that way. I said, yeah, we should do something. And then he said, Shaan's on board. Now, I love Shaan from another 50,000 years. So, and he's a lovely singer. And I just think he's a lovely guy. So when, you know, he associated with Shaan, I said, okay, this is a clean, lovely guy. I want to be associated in this way. And anything to do with selflessness, where it comes to doing something, I would do it anyway. So Asif was very happy, having a mean laugh right now because my show got cancelled on the 5th and I was going to not come. He said, oh, I'm very happy. I said, my show. So anyway, I'm there. Yeah, I know. So Shaan made music with him, of course, and we did the whole song, and it was so catchy, and all my students all over the world, and I'm not just saying it like this. It's a nice song, huh? It's a nice song, huh? I said, obviously it's a nice song. It was quite catchy, yeah? I said, yeah. So it was a lovely process of all of us uniting. So thank you, Neeraj, and my Godrej, my friend, my sweetie, my Burgess, my cousin also somewhere. His mother is my cousin actually. So I'm just saying it's a lovely family. And this little girl here is a very hard-working girl. No, I'm just saying the truth. I've been watching you. The way I watched Shahid, Paman Irani, all, and I brought them into the industry. I've seen you because I saw talent, and I can see talent very fast. And no, I'll tell you what it is. It's your heart. And you know why? Because you keep quiet and do it. And that's the best way to do it. So, big hand for it. Your office agrees, but everyone knows that all of you do it with... See, all of us are all heart. If you see, we're all the same.
Why don't you just join us? We're talking about your...
No, seriously,
Come, quickly.
Very proud of you, darling. And that is why I say...
Quickly come, say hi and then leave.
And very persuasive like you. Persuasive like you.
No, first she'll come here and then she'll come quickly.
Give it to Maharaj.
But Neeraj, thank you for Hangama because, you know, we need platforms here. And it's really nice.
Alright. Chalo, now that you're here, 2 words please.
Tik Tik plastic, that's 2 words. 3 words.
No, you've been doing a very good job. Tell
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you. You're very kind with your words, Shiamak. But I'm doing my bit. You know, we are the future of our nation and we are supposed to be concerned about issues that affects our society. And environment is a topic. We all are living in the environment and if it's devastated, I don't know what's going to happen. Then there's no point of this. So we better protect our mother nature and do our bit. And please don't use plastic. It's the worst thing possible. Single-use plastic is so bad and we don't even realize it. We use it once for 15-20 seconds and then we end up throwing it, but it's in our environment for 500 years. So I don't see anything good in that. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So before we watch the video, the final thing that we would definitely want to learn is from Shiamak Davar is the hook step. So
I don't even remember it. I forgot it because
everybody remembers.
Tick, something. I forgot.
तो एक काम करते हैं पहले वीडियो देख लेते हैं है ना एक बार please take your seats and thank you. Could we please have the video? But one minute. एक काम करते हैं let's just have some. Renegade is going to get him to dance with us. तो ऐसे चलो पहले.
But I want to add, it's not just his marketing, also it's a creative.
एक बार फिर से जोरदार तालियां. Come on everyone.
Thank you for embarrassing me.
Always.
But very quickly, not to take away from whatever has already been said, but I read somewhere that sort of the environment is not something that we inherit from our ancestors. We actually borrow it from our children. And I think in that sort of one line, you get a sense of how dire and how serious this is. About 15-20 years back, when the conversation around this was just about starting, there were the skeptics of, is this real, not real? I think that debate is far, far over. The last 3 COP summits between 25, 26, 27, which happened in Sharm el-Sheikh, is already suggesting that there has been a 1.2 degree increase. What was to happen in 2040 is likely to happen in 2030. What is really, really sort of something for all of us to be conscious and aware about is the fact that India is currently in the top 10 nations in the world where environmental disasters are likely to happen because of the kind of topography and the area that we are in as well. So, in the midst of all of this, as Burgess was saying, plastic pollution just happens to be one of those close to about 350 million tons of production that happens. More than 50% of that, as Sahir mentioned, is single use. And only currently about 6% of it is actually getting recycled. Almost about 9 million tons is being made into our oceans, into our seas each year. And that, if it were to sustain, by 2050, you will have less marine life and more plastic in the oceans. So there are all of these reasons, and I think the role of this entire initiative is to simplify the message. And what we started 6 years back as a interesting, well sort of, scripted and the kind of lyrics that captured the imagination with the sort of music and the combination of Shaan and Shaan that was put together. This time round, the big difference is we are suggesting solutions. Simple solutions. It's what Esha spoke about in her video. Don't use plastic straws. Simple things that any one of us can do, because that is where you start the process of, reduce, reuse and recycle. So I think, my only message is that we as a digital media company, we're not just sort of delighted to be a part of this, we feel it our responsibility. And the good thing is that with the kind of network that exists, we are going to be involving every telecom company, mainstream device companies, all the record labels. So potentially looking at trying to accelerate this to as many people. And no better message than the video that you will see. It is simple, it's catchy, it is the last one, just for the record, I mean, the thousands of schools where this video has been played, Shiamak. It is really, it's pretty much become like the anthem of sorts towards the environment. So once again, my eternal gratitude to the original sets of people, Swana and Shaan, for your involvement in this. Shiamak, you've been absolutely an integral part of this all along. Burgess, be rest assured you're going to be sort of joined to the hip and our partner in progress for the next few decades, and we sincerely appreciate your support. Esha, you spoke from the heart, because it is for our children. The first thing is we're just borrowing this planet from our children. So it's really that. And Sahir and the wonderful team at Bamla Foundation, thank you. And I do want to make one message towards my team. Somini and the entire team, every time they take up this, we do it with, there is no commercial motive for us. We are just deeply, as a company, this is an aspect that we are committed to, and we're really thankful to be a part of this here. Thank you so much, Asif.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And let's now have a look at the video, ladies and gentlemen. Could we please have all our esteemed guests to please join us back on stage? Thank you so much, Shiamak sir. Now we all know how to do the step for sure. Okay, can we get a photo op, please?
At first, let them do like this.
Get the placard.
All of you look here.
Thank you so much. Also, the floor is open for a media interaction. Any questions from the media? लगता है मैसेज बहुत क्लियर है. It's so important. So thank you so much. Yes, oh yes, yes.
You're floated around.
हेलो मेरा सवाल कोई भी आंसर कर सकते हैं. जिस तरह पैकेजिंग होती है 40% ऑफ पैकेजिंग से ही प्लास्टिक आती है. क्या लगता है जब पैकेजिंग कितना इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है पैकेजिंग को स्टॉप करना, क्योंकि अगर पैकेजिंग स्टॉप हो जाती है तो ऑलमोस्ट प्लास्टिक स्टॉप हो जाता है.
हाँ तो हम बायोप्लास्टिक का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. I think the good thing with that is that it's not a petrochemical, it's of natural origin, so that's a good alternative for plastic. And we have our own initiative, the Magic line, where we're just keeping the product itself without water, so we're using half as much plastic as normally is used in the FMCG industry. So that is also very important. So we have to change packaging, use less packaging, smaller packaging, sachets, and that will solve this problem.
Thank you.
And also, I think a lot of this forced.
Forced packaging.
Forced packaging.
They force it onto you.
Yes.
आप कभी सोचिए ना, अभी हम हाइजीन की बात कर रहे हैं. Next thing you know, every mic before it comes in, they will put it in a plastic bag, then you rip off the plastic, and then you use it. Now, you keep yourself here in the name of hygiene, in the name of cleanliness. I think they really push it, and every product is getting packaged 3 or 4 times. Today, you take a product out of any packaging. There's a packaging outside the first cover. Then you take that out. There's something more inside. So I think at some point, even as company policy, we have to start saying that, कभी product इतना है और उसका packaging इतना है.
Yes.
We have to, have put some sense. We're just pushing and promoting companies that are creating one-time use plastic. So,
If we order online something.
yeah, I think a lot of, there should be laws put out for companies who use products with excess packaging to not allow that to happen. I think that can be done and should be done.
Starting a movement, if you see, this was taken up in a very strong way 5 years back. In fact, Maharashtra was the first state to ban plastic. The reason why maybe the UN has taken this up is because this is getting more serious. Matlab, I don't know if I should say countries like America doesn't matter plastic or environment. उनको तो पड़ा ही नहीं उनको. But when it comes to Europe, if you see, they become very conscious of plastic. And India, Maharashtra was the first state to do the banning. But now, I just recently happened to, just yesterday, meet the Honorable Chief Minister. After the 5th, knowing that there is more usage happening, I think the UN has also come up with this theme again. Otherwise, you will never see a theme being repeated, So again, because this issue is becoming critical हो रहा है, crucial हो रहा है, इसलिए दोबारा से ये theme को किया जा रहा है, दोबारा इसमें awareness हो रहा है. तो अभी governments जो है, because I'm sure 5 तारीख को आदरणीय पंत प्रधान भी दिल्ली में इस पर एक बहुत बड़ा conclave करने जा रहे हैं. लाइफ जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के साथ एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्क्लेव है, लाइफस्टाइल एनवायरनमेंट, तो वो वहाँ होने जा रहा है. हर राज्य को इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है कि इस पर जो है अमल बजावनी होनी चाहिए, इस पर बैन लगना चाहिए दुकानों में, अन्य जगहों पर जहाँ भी. इनफैक्ट when I met yesterday the Honorable Chief Minister, he was very focused. He has called his entire team and there's a proper role map that's going to be happening. This is Swiggy है, Zomato है. हमने खुद ने as an organization we have written to them that इसके बाद आप लोग खुद ही deliverables मत करिए ना. for packaging, जो आप home to home delivery करते हो, you all yourself curtail from delivering products which are using single-use plastic. So how will the product which are so there are various ways. हर चीज एक दिन में और एक वक्त में नहीं होती, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि every small act counts, and I think we are on for that. And the reason why ज्ञान से अब लोग थक गए, इसे संगीत के माध्यम से इसको एक खूबसूरत टिक टिक प्लास्टिक को पिरोकर यहाँ तक लाया गया.
Hello. I have a question for everyone. On digital media and social media, while we are doing this initiative with whole hearts, there are still a lot of people who troll online, and I would like to ask everybody that how would you deal with online trolling? Like, how would you handle it basically?
Very simple. Before, when we had no phones, with word of mouth. Trolling is just a button you press and you say what you have to say. It takes no effort. Maybe the person doesn't even have that khunnas on you. It's just become a habit. So the only thing that you can do, at least I do, I don't advocate this way, is I just focus on the positive. I don't give negative power. So I take out the negative and say, okay, maybe that's their point of view. But I know what I'm doing inside now was enough for me. So that's the only way. Your thought has to be very positive. If you're doing something that doesn't hurt anybody and doesn't hurt you, you're fine.
I can't understand why anyone would want to troll such a good initiative that's, helping the environment, keeping generations, alive for the future, improving the cleanliness of our surroundings. I just cannot understand that. It's shame on them if they want to troll such a thing.
They troll everyone.
I know. I can't. People troll everyone, but there's no, absolutely, yes. Nobody should troll at all. But this initiative, I absolutely cannot understand why anyone would want to.
Shaan said a lovely line. Shaan said a lovely line. He said, that's it. Say that. Maybe next year we'll make a song.
Like there are various, of course, there's plastic pollution, there's air pollution, there's water pollution. There is this sort of a pollution of the mind these days that everyone's too skeptical, too cynical. Everything is a conspiracy theory. Everyone thinks, oh, ये कर रहे हैं, इसके पीछे ये कोई मतलब होगा, वरना कोई क्यों करता है? So, people have stopped believing that there are people who want to do something good from the good of their heart. So, it's a sin. Like Shiamak said, you can't do anything about that. The only way we can do is don't spread that pollution. So by confronting it or kind of talking about it, we're spreading it further. It's best to let it die quietly.
Stop single-use trolling.
I've had personal, I've done it and I've realized it with my own personal status. Trying to, I've tried to respond to trolling and I've got in big trouble there.
I'll just add one thing. Trust me, knowing digital media, knowing the numbers, etc. that are there, you'll be amazed at the amount of value that we seem to ascribe to these trolls, etc. Several of them would have, would have started some initiative or started their social journey 2 days back, 4 days back or whatever. So don't give it so much importance. Say what Shiamak said, be positive, and a very simple thing, ignore,
Sir, I have a question. We are talking about reducing plastic wastage. We have experts from singing, choreography, acting, politics. You meet so many people, your counterparts from the industry. So if you have to tell people you have actually seen from the industry who are actually save plastic, like they don't use a glass because it has plastic. So if you have to name 2-3 people, starting from Shaan sir, and we can just
I think like an example you gave, this needs to be educated. We are talking about single-use plastic. We're not talking about like I'm wearing spectacles, I'm wearing glasses, and these I'm going to be wearing them for as long as they last. But it's not single-use. It's something that you use and you throw. That is what we are talking about as pollution. I mean, if you have a bucket, a plastic bucket, it's very good. You're saving water. Instead of having a shower every day, for the last few years now, I bathe out of a bucket because that way I save. So that I'm using it. So we are not against plastic. but single-use plastic. So that awareness, before we tell our friends, we should tell you also.
I think there's one more thing, but any people from the
Of course, like there's water. Every time you go to a studio, they give you a pet bottle. Carry your own water. I carry my own water. There are so many things. You can keep a small garbage bin in your bag, so in case you're snacking or whatever, instead of just you keep it with you, and then you can put it into the recycling space. I think in the last 4 or 5 years, I am seeing a lot of change in macro levels also. Take our Mumbai airport is now plastic free. You go to so many hotels now where they give you water in glass bottles.
We have those horrible straws, but we still have them. They break every 5 minutes.
Yeah, but those paper straws are back. So Starbucks is doing it.
Even straws are, like everywhere.
True. Just thoda uncha karke pee lo. So we can go back to the 70s, when plastic was not actually that mass produced. Life was beautiful, it was fine. Think of all the things that we did then. Okay, not everyone can think of things we did in the 70s. We're living over our age now. हाँ ये बेचारे उनको पता नहीं होगा. But that dimension. Yeah. शहर को नहीं समझ में आ रहा. यार शहर का तो 80s भी चल रहा है, 90s भी पता नहीं. Anyway, we have the 70s here.
I have a question for Shiamak. If you had to create a dance, performance using household props,
Done.
so what would you use?
And everything, you name it, I would use everything. From the kitchen utensils to everything. I have done it. During COVID, we used a song with the jhadu, we used a song with the, the Belan. We used, lots of these glass bottles, tuck. We made songs out of them. I used, when I was to choreograph and I couldn't afford costumes at that time, I swear we took curtain materials, I took film roll, I took things to make, how do I say, costumes out of. I literally did that because we didn't have the money that time to start anything. Even my props were made out of just things I would find. And if you see in my shows, earlier shows, you'll see all those props made from just, I love the question, thank you. Very sweet question, I like it.
Thank you.
What a sweet question.
One last question. I'd like to ask that there are so many celebrities who are involved in this initiative. How do you think, social media is supporting, or how celebrities can take the initiative in terms of social media to interact with, their fans?
I think everyone has been...
I think I said that while I was here already, that, having a popular name, if you're able to utilize it for something that is only going to help your future generations and keep our environment intact. And honestly, I feel also, like him, I'm sure there are many more people who are working towards something like this. So we need to join hands with them and make sure that it's happening. And I'm sure, sooner or later we will see a brighter future. And if it's through social media, which, is the, way of, showcasing talent or publicizing things today, why not use that as a medium? Just because of few hiccups that they have doesn't mean we step back. We are here in full force with full support for him, and we're going to make sure that it reaches every nook and corner in whatever way possible. Through a song, through social media, through all of us being here today.
I would like to answer this also in support to an extent to what Esha said. Stars are role models of millions. अगर आप ये जो मीडिया इतने हैं ना, मुझे लग रहा है यहाँ ग्लैमर क्वेश्चन है, इसलिए आप लोग इतने नंबर में भी हैं. I'm so surprised क्योंकि अमूमन normally a lot of people ask me कि आसिफ every year आप करते हो, और every time the भूमि पेडनेकर, आयुष्मान, सारे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लोग पिछले 10 साल से मेरे संग जुड़े हुए. Of course I reside in an area where all the stars reside and come from, so they all do it, as I said, pro bono, giving everything for them selflessly. So अगर ये stars अगर ना हो तो मीडिया भी कवर नहीं करती है. हमारे कितने on ground event we have every year, the beach cleaning drive, every week we have a beach cleaning drive, every week we have mangrove drive, we have drives where we segregate garbage के लिए हमारी teams जाती है. उन पर कभी मीडिया नजर ही नहीं करता, जबकि मैं खुद उनसे कहता हूँ अरे भाई ये real काम है, ये तो फिर भी चलिए, this is in a way optics that we are doing. बट रियल काम तो अगर आप देखो, चलो स्टार्स लोग अपना बिट कर ही रहे बेचारे, दे आर ऑलवेज गिविंग देयर टाइम, दे आर ऑलवेज गिविंग एवरीथिंग टू, बट पीपल हु आर डूइंग ऑन ग्राउंड वर्क, द मीडिया शुड आल्सो हाईलाइट देम, their work, which it doesn't. I'm not against anybody in particular, but that is true work which also has to be highlighted. ये तो highlight फिर भी हो जाएगा, because Esha ji now when she will share on her digital platform, she's got millions of followers. Godrej as a corporate is sharing it anyways, so it's getting great traction. Shiamak is going to share it and is sharing. Shaan is, Swananji, a number of actors now, people, everybody will share this. So that multiplication, jo star power mein hai, unfortunately that's not in any other case, and I think we are proud of our film industry, and I am from the depth of my heart very thankful that everybody has done this दिल से. मुझे लगता है शायद अगर एक फिल्म के लिए भी हो या कमर्शियली भी कोई काम कर रहे हो, तो उससे ज़्यादा वो इतना दिल से शायद नहीं किए होंगे जितना ये पोस्ट करने से लेके हर कुछ सामने से. मतलब मैं बोलूँ, Isha's managers called me twice. Mansi, I'd like to thank her also. She's here. She's called me twice. So when we post the sound bites or radio, I said no, we'll post it tomorrow. So you know that is the amplification and the support that we're getting, and I'm very thankful to all the stars. And this means a lot because it gets viral. The virality of a content will happen. ये लोगों तक पहुंचाने का काम इन्हीं अदाकारों और स्टार्स और सिंगर इनके माध्यम से होगा.
Also, I want to say one thing to you is that, you know, we have to get. I just came from the IPL. I did a show there. My God, the love for cricket is so powerful. We should get cricketers to do this. If cricket people,
last year we had Sachin would face it.
Yeah. So we should get we had Sachin every team of IPL to do this. No, seriously, because cricket is very powerful, don't you see? I know, but that's a great platform to spread the word. Cricketers are phenomenal today in India. Always has been. Yes, Sachin was your use. But I'm saying, get even the young ones who everyone relates to. You know, get the legends, of course you're getting. Yeah, but there's the legends. I'm saying, get even the youth. The ones who are the younger lot. You know. Yeah, so the youth connects with them. Not that Sachin is a god, there's no question. But also the younger ones, you know. Really help. Because cricket and Bollywood, there's nothing more. And good thoughts.
On that note, thank you so much once again. We're so happy that on this platform. Thank you once again. We're so glad that on this platform, अगले साल की planning भी हो गई है, which is so important. We also request all our kind guests to please be on stage while we have someone to give the token of appreciation. Zara, are you here? आ जाइए. Thank you so much to Shaan. Ladies and gentlemen, एक बार जोरदार तालियां to Shaan. Thank you so much, Shiamak Davar. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, what's her name? Esha Deol.
Esha को थोड़ा एक्सेंट कर तो Eshan हो जाता है.
Thank you so much, Mr. Asif Bamla. Mr. Burgess, Godrej, thank you so much.
Especially for all the good work with the mangroves and everything.
Thank you so much, Neeraj Roy. And Swanan ji, बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much, Swanan Cricket. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part. We'll see you all on 5th of June on World Environment Day. Thank you, good night, and drive safe.
इनिशिएटिव है, मुझे पर्सनली काफ़ी अच्छा लगा. आप अगर कुछ बताना चाहोगे कितना इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है इस तरह का इनिशिएटिव में बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ?
जी, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट इशू है, इसीलिए इसे इतना सपोर्ट भी मिल रहा है फ्रॉम द UN, from the government of India, from the environment from the environment programs and all. And as artists, हमारा एक जिम्मेदारी होता है कि हम इस किस्म के प्रोग्राम को सपोर्ट करें और जितने लोगों को पहुंचा सके हमारे आवाज़ से हम ज़रूर करेंगे, क्यों नहीं। और ये खास करके आज जो प्रॉब्लम है आगे जाके मल्टीप्लाई ना हो, तो जितना छोटा सा भी एफर्ट इज़ अ बिग एफर्ट फॉर आवर फ्यूचर जनरेशंस ऑल्सो।
जैसे हम जानते हैं मैम, बॉलीवुड में इतने सेलेब्स हैं, उन सबको साथ में लेके चलना कितना हार्ड वर्क रहता है, इसके बारे में
वो सवाल इनके लिए है, मेरे लिए नहीं है।
इन सबको अगर आपने दिल से बुलाया और वो जब कॉज उन्हें हमने बताया, तो मुझे लगता नहीं कि उन्होंने अपने इतने बिजी शेड्यूल के बावजूद भी उन्होंने सब कुछ छोड़ के, अभी शान का आज इनका रिकॉर्डिंग था, इन्होंने कहा कि नहीं आसिफ भाई एक अच्छा काम है, मैं इसमें सहभाग होने के लिए अपनी रिकॉर्डिंग कैंसिल करूँ। ऐसे कई एक्टर्स हैं जो अपना शूट कैंसिल करके, उसके पहले हमारे पास अभी हम अक्षय कुमार थे 3 साल, तो उन्होंने अपने शूटिंग बंद करके इसकी शूट किया, उन्होंने 1.5-2 घंटा शूट किया और हमें दिया बिना कोई स्वार्थ के। तो ऐसे नहीं है, अगर उन्हें आपके काम में भरोसा है और विश्वास है तो यकीनन आप देखो, आप प्लास्टिक, अब मैं उस दिन गया सारे स्टूडियोज़ में, अगर आप देखोगे फिल्म स्टूडियोज़ में भी, तो उधर बाहर लिखा है बड़ा ये प्लास्टिक फ्री शूटिंग जोन बहुत चेंज है। मैं कपिल शर्मा को मिलने गया, उधर उन्होंने बाहर लिखा हुआ था प्लास्टिक फ्री जोन। तो इस किस्म से इस पर अमल हो रहा है हर लेवल पर, स्टेज है।
Shaan, you have been inspiring so many people by your song, और एक नया गाना जिससे आप फिर से इंस्पायर करने वाले हो, कितना इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है। पर्सनली आप किस तरह बिलीव करते हो कि कम्प्लीटली, मैं कम्प्लीटली ये वर्ड इसलिए यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, कम्प्लीटली नो ज़ीरो प्लास्टिक्स, क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र ने बैन किया है ऑलरेडी, बट कम्प्लीटली बैन करना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है।
नहीं देखिए, इससे पहले एक अभियान से मैं जुड़ा था गुटखा सिगरेट तंबाकू के विरुद्ध, उसके बाद महाराष्ट्र में बैन भी हुआ उस चीज़ की, और लेकिन फिर भी मेरे हिसाब से लोग जब तक इसकी आदत ना छूटे ना लोगों से, तो हम उस लेवल पे जितना भी कुछ कर लें, अगर लोगों के मनोवृत्ति में है कि यार ये काफ़ी कन्वीनियंट है, अभी ये मैं लेकर जाऊंगा, अगर बारिश हो जाए तो भीग जाएगा, यार इसके ऊपर प्लास्टिक डाल दो, लेकिन इट्स एक्चुअली अगर सोचे तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। अगर भीग भी गया तो ऐसा क्या हो जाएगा यार, उसको थोड़ा हम बचा के रखेंगे। एक ज़माना था जब प्लास्टिक नहीं बनता था उस तरह से, और फिर भी दुनिया अच्छी खासी चल रही थी। तो अभी ये कन्वीनियंस जो 1-2 मिनट की कन्वीनियंस के चक्कर में हम लोग एक ऐसी चीज़ की ईजाद कर चुके हैं, सिंगल यूज़ प्लास्टिक जो होता है, जो कभी डिकम्पोज नहीं हो पाता है, तो वो एक बहुत बड़ा हैज़र्ड है। तो ये हमें अपने सिस्टम से निकालना है। मैं अपने लाइफस्टाइल में पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं जितना हो सके सिंगल यूज़ प्लास्टिक अवॉइड करूँ। तो इस तरह के, जैसे ये मिल गया, तो अभी आपके पास ये कपड़े का बैग है, तो ये आप गाड़ी में रख लो, तो कभी आप केमिस्ट से या कहीं से अगर आप कुछ ख़रीदारी कर रहे हो, तो इस बैग में आप डाल दो उसके अंदर, उससे ना बजाय कि वो प्लास्टिक दे आपको। अगर छोटा आइटम हाथ में पॉकेट में डाल दो और आपके हाथ अभी दुखने लगे हैं, तो मैं ज़्यादा बात नहीं करूँगा।
थैंक यू सो मच।